Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel again. So in today's video, I'll be summarizing a very short history of Gideon, or the Call of Gideon. So I just want to warn you something, that these images are not mine, and I wanted to credit to the other people, the people who made it also as well. So yep, um this is inspired by my first Bible on YouTube, Bible project on YouTube, so credit to them because I got the inspiration from them. So it's presented to Region Media team as well. Okay, so we will talk about the background first. So Gideon appears in the book of Judges during a time where Israelites was suffering under the oppression of the Midianites due to their obedience to God. So the people cried out to the Lord for help. So in the book of Judges, chapter 6, verse 1 to 10 says, Israelites were oppressed since they worship false idols. So God allowed Midianites for them to oppress the Israelites for approximately 7 years, which is, yeah, I know it's fascinating. So it begins to Call of Gideon since the people cried out to the Lord. So the Lord was like, oh yeah, okay, I kind of feel bad for these people. So yep. So this begins the Gideon's call. So the angel of the Lord appears to Gideon while he's hiding and threshing wheat. So Gideon is called a mighty warrior and told to save Israel by the angel. So Gideon actually is fearful and he doubts it. So he asks the angel for a sign. So he offers the angel so that the angel can burn his offering. So which is, so it's like a proof that he's actually being called by God. So then after that, in the book of Judges, chapter 6, verse 25, God instructs Gideon to tear down his father's altar, to bow and cut down the Asherah pole beside it. This is part of God's plan to test Gideon and prepare him to deliver Israel from the Midianites. So at that time, Gideon was very afraid. So he decided to obey his command. So then the next day, people wanted to kill him, but his father Joash defends him. So like he said, let Paul defend himself. So you can look through that in the other videos as well. Okay, so moving on to the next topic, it begins with the fleece test again, where Gideon asks for a confirmation since he still doubts. So he then asks God for a wet fleece and a dry ground. And then the second fleece test is dry fleece but a wet ground filled with dew. So it actually happened. So then Gideon starts to believe in God, so that like he's like, yeah, nothing's impossible with God. Yep. Okay, so after the fleece test in the book of Judges, chapter 7, verse 1 to 8, is where Gideon's army gathered up together. So actually, Gideon's army starts with 32,000 men, but then God reduced it to 300 men by doing a test, like a funny test as well. So the test was like, the first test was Gideon telling the others to leave if they're unprepared. So many people decided to leave. So there was 10,000 men left. So after that, he decided to do water test as well. So Gideon brought his men to a river. So whoever drinks by cupping their hands and drink it, means that they will be able to go. But then people who just drop down kneeling and drink water, so that means they wouldn't came. So the army reduced to 300 men to show that the victory would came from God, not from human strength. So using an unusual strategy by trumpets, torches, and jars, so Gideon's men surprised the Midianite camp at night, causing confusion and leading to their defeat. So then, after the victory, the Israelites wanted to make Gideon the king, but he refused, saying, "The Lord will rule over you," showing his faith in God, because God has proved him so many things, and grant him what he asks for, and then so he believes in God, like nothing is impossible in God. So, yep, in Judges chapter 8, verse 23 says that. So, however, he made a God effort from the spoils of war, which later became a snare for Israel and led them back into idolatry. So, yep, that's a very short summarization. Even though I can still sometimes be error with my words because like I'm in rush as well. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and the Lord blesses you with your whole heart. And yep, have a nice day.